my career gameplay. And to after the video is done, make sure you leave a like if it's your favorite video so far. But if it's not your favorite video, just leave a comment and enjoy the gameplay.
Players getting together for a little chat as we're just about ready to get going here. It's an Eastern Conference battle here at the Bradley Center in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court to their advantage. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. Someone will be keeping an eye on is the elusive Ilyasova.
You know, it doesn't show up in the box score, guys, but he's one of the best in the league at taking charges. Sometimes even more valuable than a block or a steal. You get the ball and chalk up a foul the other way. It's not pretty. Doesn't necessarily show up in the box score, but it helps you win.
Pistons coming to town, hoping to notch this one here in this one-game road trip. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
Well, they're not a team I'd want to have to face right now because the level at which they've been playing during this winning streak is remarkable.
And you're not by yourself there, Steve. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to have to go up against this team. Not when they're playing this well.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. He dishes it to Mayo. Shoots. And he gets it to go from the corner. Mayo's got the game going here with the first basket for the Bucks.
You know, in Larry Drew's case, it was a bit of an unusual situation once the season concluded. He was in the final year of his deal. The Hawks said we'll interview other candidates and left him free to interview for other head coaching positions, and he landed in Milwaukee.
Lock at 6. Tipped away. Kick out to Ilyasova. Drops it in from 11 feet. Ilyasova's got his first points of the night.
What a great possession, guys. Got a really good look there.
Well, Steven, back to Coach Drew, of course, he ended up signing with the Bucks.
Well, that was an interesting move for him to go from Atlanta to Milwaukee. You know, the Hawks were one of the better defensive teams in the league last year. I think that's what the Bucks saw in Drew. And that's the idea for him to really help this team get the most out of its players, particularly defensively.
Here is Ilyasova after the made shot from Andre Drummond. Feeds to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 6. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Out to the wing. Here's Drummond. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Sanders. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against Los Angeles.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop them.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Here's Jennings. Following the basket by O.J. Mayo. Out to Smith. It's back to Jennings. From deep. And he gets it to go.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Jennings against Knight. Ilyasova passes to Sanders. The turnaround Jay. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Well, I think Larry Sanders is one of the most improved players in the league, guys. I don't know where you stand on it, but, you know, he led the league in ejections, too. with 5. He's got to control and manage his emotions a little better.
Here is Knight, following the basket by Chauncey Billups. Unloads from 13. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Jennings with the bucket. Back to Sanders, who said he's taking steps to keep his composure, not getting to other players and feel the wrath of officials. Those technicals were piling up.
Well, Kevin, he's already made some nice strides in his approach to the game, just eating right, getting to the gym early. You know, you really have to learn how to become a professional, and I think Sanders has made that next step. You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he could really get rolling.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Their offense really sputtered in that game. They went through stretches where points became very hard to come by.
And Steve, you know, their play wasn't terrible. It wasn't too bad, but this game still is about making shots, and the shot making wasn't there.
Charlie Villanueva is checked in for Detroit. Now, here is Knight. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Butler kicks to Knight. To stop the run, he feeds it to Sanders. That's good. The assist that time from Knight.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does too.
Jennings against Knight. Into Smith. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. That's on O.J. Mayo.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
No good on the free throw.
You know, Josh Smith is one of the last guys you want to see in the open court if you're a defender. I mean, when he's coming at you to slam it on you and you're backpedaling and looking over your shoulder, oh man, that's a scary, scary feeling.
Second free throw. Well, Steve, back to Smith. A great combination of quick.
I'm crying because we keep losing. That's the only thing,
Looks like a
man.
small forward, but can finish over the biggest and tallest players in this league. So, you know, when he gets ahead of steam in transition, you better watch out.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Maurice Cheeks had a few moments to share with me. The thing that jumps out at him the most about their opponent today is the team speed they possess. He said, we've got to hustle back on defense every time down the floor. This is a team that loves to run, and we've got to be prepared to do the same. Gentlemen?
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here is Udo after the made shot from Caldwell Pope. Harris kicks it to Ridnour. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Ridnour's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Pistons trailing. 107 left to play in the first quarter. Over to the left wing. Harrelson dishes to Jennings. Three-pointer. A putback. A follow-up jam.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark. So strong going back up with that one.
That's exactly what he's capable of, guys. So strong.
Here is Udo. Here's Ilyasova. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Ilyasova's got his second basket of the game.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Smith outside. It's back to Jennings. Right side Jennings. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Jennings has got 7. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
Yeah, this could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
It's stolen by Smith. Here's Here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Jennings. The feed to Villanueva. From the arc. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Pistons lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Tune in Friday, January 24th. The Milwaukee Bucks take on Kyrie Irving and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Be there. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pistons?
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them. Well, the Bucks playing here at the BMO Harris Bradley Center, one of the older arenas in the NBA at around a quarter century. And the Bucks have said they'll leave Milwaukee after the 2017 season unless a new arena is built.
And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks, Ilyasova and Sanders in the middle. Mayo out there with Brandon Knight, and it's Butler in at the 3. And that one misses. And back to the arena situation here in Milwaukee. This is one of the smaller markets in the NBA. Steve, that can make it tougher to get an arena done.
Well, and there's a potential change in ownership that has loomed over the franchise as well. Obviously, we all want to see the team stay in Milwaukee. A lot of great history here going way back. So hopefully an arena deal will get done.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And, you know, out of Turkey, Ersan Ilyasova, interesting combination of talent. And he's one of the more intriguing guys in the league when you watch him closely. He's not the biggest or the burliest, and he's got a toughness about him that shows itself on the offensive glass. He's also a really good outside shooter, able to play that spread 4 role.
Here's Billups following the basket by O.J. Mayo. In low to Monroe. Rejected by Sanders. Singler against Knight. Shot is off. Nice D from Singler. And Clark, you mentioned Ilyasova. He had that breakthrough season in 2011 and 12, and after the early slump, continued to deliver Steve last year.
Well, he's a great combination of being an outside shooter but having interior toughness. And I think he defines kind of the modern-day hybrid 4. He's a power forward who can guard multiple positions on the perimeter.
Drummond's checked in for Detroit. So for the Bucks, their last game a loss to San Antonio.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought they were late on their rotations. They didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it.
Now Knight following Billups' 3-point attempt. And here's Mayo for 3. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got 3 assists tonight.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the 3-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
That doesn't go either for Billups.
Clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Knight passes to Butler. And Sanders kicks to Butler. Bucks passing it around. Knight on the wing. Deflects the pass. Passes to Billups. And the rejection by Ilyasova. Contend shot. Hands in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Billups.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
A 15-footer, and he gets the jumper to drop. Sanders has got his second bucket tonight. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Singler.
Nice game.
Just 5 on the clock.
Nobody move.
Here's Jerebko. Sanders grabs the miss. Sanders got 4 rebounds now tonight. Mayo dishing to Butler. Fades back. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Well, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
That's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
Here's Butler after the basket by Detroit. And Chauncey Billups gets the whistle that time. For the Pistons, Harrelson's checked in, and Villanueva is subbed in for Jerebko. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. No good from Walters.
You know, one of the things you love about Josh Smith is his versatility defender. He's long and athletic. He's got the size and strength to guard big players and the speed to guard the smaller ones.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And Walters kicks to Butler. To the inside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And Josh Smith able to guard so many different positions.
So he came into the league as a small one. Despite being a little short power forward, he's so strong and athletic. He can effectively D up bigger players.
No good on that one. Detroit making a switch here. Caldwell Pope checked in. No good. Pistons have gone just 33% for the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Now here's Jennings. Guarded closely. Ripped away. Here's Walters. He's guarded by Stuckey. Sanders' shot is good.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Here's Caldwell Pope. 9 points last game. Here's Jennings. Rejected by Sanders. Delfino kicks to Middleton. Pass to Neal. Out to the right wing. Here's Delfino. Villanueva covering. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
The Pistons making a change here. Monroe's checked in. 58 seconds left in the first half. They get the rebound. Here's Walters. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Shots good by Neal.
It's obvious he's hurting. I mean, he's going to tough it out, though, and continue to contribute on him. You got to give him credit for that.
Outside Jennings. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 2 as they get the bucket from Monroe. The Bucks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Sanders passes to Neal. Here's Walters. To the wing right side. Clock at 6. Jennings with the steal. And Villanueva kicks to Jennings. Fires, high post, and it's blocked. Here's Middleton. In a tight game here as we end the first half. The Bucks on top, up by 2. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Josh, you guys seemed intent on getting this win tonight. How important a game was this to this team?
Most definitely. I mean, this game is as important as the next. We really need this win. I'm pretty sure they need it too. So, you expect a good show out of all of us.
Two hungry teams, no doubt about it, Josh. Thanks for the time.
All right, Doris, thank you. And folks, stay right where you are for the halftime show. Then we'll be back for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint. Thanks, everyone, for being with us for the midweek edition of the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Milwaukee Bucks have the lead against Detroit. Their passing is been on the glass, too. On the other hand, Detroit also been giving its best. They've got 5 in a row under their belts and looking for even more. Some great work out there by Brandon Jennings. He's up to 9 points and is putting out the effort defensively as well, making his presence felt. Start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
O.J. Mayo had a solid quarter. 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And a lot of times, he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Josh Smith and Greg Monroe at the 3 and 4. Jennings out there with Chauncey Billups, and it's Drummond in at the 5.
You know, if you're not a big, strong guard in the NBA, it can be tough going in the paint. But for Brandon Jennings, he's got that floater in the lane, and that's what's allowed him, despite his slight frame, to be able to score in the paint.
The first one falls. And going back to Jennings, so fast, incredibly explosive. He can really Clark get into the lane.
Yeah, but he struggled finishing at the rim. Some of that because of his size. Not really a physically imposing guy. Developing that floater and learning to avoid NBA shot blockers is something that he has to continue to develop.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Knight dishes to Mayo. Pass to Sanders. And it's sent back by Drummond. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Butler off a pick from Ilyasova. Butler passes to Mayo. 6 on the shot clock. It's Drummond with the rebound. The Pistons shooting at 50% in a decent groove. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Knight kicks to Sanders. Back to Knight. Sanders against Smith. Sanders dishes to Knight. Fades and shoots. That's good. Knight's got his first 2 points of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Now here's Billups, averaging 9 points per contest.
It's been interesting to see how Chauncey Billups' career has changed as he's grown. Early on, he was known more as an offensive point guard, and then he became a playmaker for the Pistons during that championship season in that era. And now he's really become a spot-up shooter and a dead-eye marksman for his club.
And that's not to say that he can't do anything else, but he has really stepped up his shooting from deep. Not a lot of guards can go from carrying the ball handling duties to being a catch-and-shoot guy, but Chauncey has made the transition quite smoothly.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Larry Drew said to his team. He wants to see a more open, aggressive approach offensively. He told his guys they're playing it too safe, trying to be too precise. He also doesn't want them to forget the importance of playing aggressive defense on the perimeter and and contesting every outside shot. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
Pistons leading by 3. Jennings kicks to Monroe. A jump hook, and Detroit again with the bucket.
They've been good on all three of them.
3 rebounds now in this one.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Offensive rebound, Drummond, and it's going to be 2. Get the first one.
Well, coming out of UConn, this was a guy who played with great energy and effort just about every time I saw him.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. See, you're talking
to watch the way he kind of floats around the court for such a big man. As long
Phillips with the ball, now defended by Sanders. Phillips passes to Jennings. Smith for 3. The shot by Knight, no good.
Tell you what, he can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace because you just can't find the range.
Here's lead. With it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
All coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in.
We're not winning the battle inside.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Larry Drew's huddle. He spoke very adamantly about being much more active in defending the perimeter shot, saying no more soft defense on the perimeter. I want you guys all over their shooters. The second thing looked different.
Thank you, Doris. Nice ball movement by Detroit.
I think that's what's key.
It's in. Ridnour dishes to Mayo. Here. Jennings against Ridnour. Good from Mayo on the assist from Sanders. Against Ridnour. Monroe's shot is good. 100% exactly.
They haven't had.
After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. By 2.
January 25th.
Oh, we might on the alley-oop.
And so it's Milwaukee basket there. That's the Drummond.
Well, one of his issues is
Night against Pistons. Lee Butler. It's going to be 2 free throw matchup against Cleveland. That will be a getaway. Really well. 54% from the floor. 2 minutes in now. Passes it to Sanders.
off on the performance on the backboard.
Beautiful job.
All trees.
Smith sets the pick for and can't hit the shot.
He's a rock solid, steady vet. Just a pro's pro.
And for Butler out of Utah.
Here.
Smith out when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable.
Got the ball inside there.
Roll.
And that we have in the league. Score.
Chauncey Knight's got the lead up to 4 now.
inside. At last,
very least, trying to force this team in.
They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply can't lose their guy.
Now makes
well, that's 4 straight buckets now.
Pistons passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. Those coming up, and they'll retain possession.
He's got 8 points on the ball.
12 seconds left in the game.
Has been off the charts, and they're in good shape.
Here's Bill. He can
It's frozen.
much more exciting than that, Clark. To win Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of the 2Ks.
Thanks for stopping by. As you know, it's important for me to regularly check in with all of our players. So,
Hey, I'm really happy with the team right now. I like the direction things are going. Coach has been great. Hey, we just got to keep winning games, you know?
yeah, absolutely. Listen, I'm really happy that things are working out for you. Keep up the good work. You like it?
Good up in there.
Yeah?
Got to come through. I'll have a barbecue one of these weeks.
Oh, I'd love to, yeah. I'd love to check it out. I heard the views are really nice.
Oh, man. Lady.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We have, and we'll
Yo, my name is Shaquay. Don't forget